Here we are, December 17th, well into summer, and in Melbourne you don't get a lot of stinking hot days, but today's a really reflection of summer day. It's beautiful. Realised I haven't made a video for 8 weeks, and it's been an eventful 8 weeks. I'll go through what's happening with me physically. I've had a total now of 6 immunotherapy sessions. Last time I did a video we only had 2, so I've had 4 more additionals, which is still every 2 weeks. I get my half doses every 2 weeks. So I'm very close to the 16-week mark. When that happens, then I move to, instead of every other week, it becomes once a month, but full dose is once a month. And the reason they ease you into immunotherapy is due to the side effects. Currently, I have 0 side effects, which is fantastic, and they're being monitored, of course. And my oncologist, chemotherapist / immunotherapist, she predicted that I would have none. So it's working out as predicted. So I'm very happy about that. Immunotherapy is a mopping up process. Yes, it increases your anti-cancer cells, your cancer-fighting cells, I should say. But at the same time as that, it also can destroy other immunity cells. Well, in these times where you want your immunity to be at its best, I don't want to compromise anything. So I have a fantastic naturotherapist, and what she has done is I'm taking 4 supplements to increase my immune system and decrease the side effects of immunotherapy that may occur and the damage that immunotherapy could possibly do. So internally, my immune system, top of the world, ready to fight anything. It's great that I can have the cancer behind me now. When you think we're getting towards the end of 2021, this time last year I just thought, well, I'm getting some reflux, and to be diagnosed, to go through February and March with struggling to swallow and thinking I was having a hernia, and getting the diagnosis in April, then running through the chemotherapy and those 28 sessions of radiotherapy, like radiation therapy, which was the worst, and those 6 weeks recovering, then having the cancer of the stomach, cancer of the esophagus removed, and getting my internals rebuilt, that the current weight that I am, which is around about the 70, 71, that this is my new normal. My eating, I can't have big meals, of course, because I don't have the capacity for that, but I have 6 to 8 smaller meals every day, and that works. My weight has been flatlining around the 70, 71. I'm still, like, strength wise, I'm favouring my left because my cut was on the right, my slice. I can't lean on my elbow, I can't push off a chair with the right side because it's still got that cringe. But sitting here right now, painless, but touching my rib cage, and if I was to exert it in any stage, yeah, it lets me know it's there. I get a pain level of about 3 to 4. So I have been on 0 painkillers, 0 medication from doctors, aside from the immunotherapy, since I've come off the operation, since I finished the painkillers after the operation, which would have been about 7 weeks ago. So I'm pretty happy about that. My blood pressure is perfect without any assistance. My cholesterol level is perfect without any assistance. This is the kick in the guts that I needed. So I'm not taking blood pressure tablets, I'm not taking cholesterol tablets. My health on the internal is great. I've got to let my body recover and just build up my muscle. I can't work on the muscles for another month or so. He did say let it go for 4 months before you start doing any muscle training. So that'll have me go through till January the 23rd. So that's going to be really good. That's August, September, October, November, December. Well, about now it's 4 months. But he said he wants me to go 5 or 6 before I look at weight training, which my plan is to do that. He also said don't ride a motorbike for 6 months. Now I have several motorbikes. I have one that's a postie bike. That's very small. Of course, I've ridden that. And I hopped on my little Harley V-Rod the other day just to try it out. And that was about a few days before my father passed away 3 weeks ago. And it's a difficult time to lose a parent, even though he was 94 and had a fantastic life. It's just sad to see him go downhill so quickly. It's only a few months that he spiraled down, a couple of months, but to be there for his last breath was a privilege. And that my V-Rod, he used to say you make enough noise to wake the dead. He actually liked that bike, so I followed the hearse on that bike 3 weeks ago. That's only a short journey, but in my attempt to wake the dead, and I named that bike after his sister because she was a contributing factor in buying that motorcycle, because I got like $4,000 to as part of her will. And what can you do with $4,000 except go put it towards a motorbike, I reckon. So it was called Gwen, and Gwen followed my father to the burial. And I'm going to miss him, of course I will. It's only natural. He lived very close, and when things were normal, I could go around and see him. I was seeing him every Saturday and Friday night anyway. But so that's what's happened. That's why there's been such a delay between this video and the one prior. There's been so much going on. But as far as immunotherapy and the year 2021, which is going to take my treatment for another till October next year with the immunotherapy, but that's only an hour a month, which I think is minuscule in the overall scheme of things. So knowing that's coming up, that's minor. I'll start to rebuild my muscular frame in a month or so when I can start doing some resistance, but I'm just listening to the pain still in the rib cage. That is still tender, so my physical abilities are limited, but mentally I'm ready for anything. And I was going to start work back in December, well this month, a couple of weeks ago, but my oncologist suggested that it would be not a great idea to do that and just leave it till January. So I'm happy to do that. I'm using this time to, it's been fortunate to catch up on all my dad's stuff and go through the paperwork and do whatever things that I can do for that. And yeah, it's given me some space to recover and deal with that. So looking forward to next year, and next year being once a month is not going to faze me on anything, but getting to the place where I need to get to, looking for my next adventure, whatever that is. So we'll keep in touch. If you've got any questions about anything, please reach out. In my spiritual travels, doing the shamanic journey that I'm on, peace and equality showing up as something that is out there for me, looking for it. And there's a lot of division in community right now. So obviously there's inequalities that I can campaign for in the next year or so, and that's what I'm aiming for. And and to create a unity, because at the minute, with all the divisions that are out there, those that are in the minority can sometimes feel they're being persecuted, and that's not the case at all. So whatever your beliefs are, stay strong around them. And at the end of it all, my father was a very family-oriented man, and if you cause divisions in family, I mean, he he didn't have any problem doing that, causing divisions in family. But at the end of the day, it was like, you've got to be with those who are aligned with you. And no matter where the divisions are, be strong. Consider family first, just consider it. And if it works, if you can make it work, make it work. But don't be coerced by anything. Talk soon.